Welcome to today's video. I am Sabiha Mukadam, a fee for service planner. There's a moment that many people don't talk about. It doesn't arrive with a dramatic movie soundtrack or a clear warning signal. It's much quieter than that. It usually hits on a random Tuesday, maybe while you're staring at a stack of mail on the kitchen counter trying to remember a password you did not create, or looking at a bank statement that suddenly only has one name on it. Whether it follows a profound loss or the painful end of a marriage or relationship, there's a moment where the initial shock begins to clear and a new reality settles in. You realize you are now entirely responsible for everything financially. If you're sitting there right now looking at a screen or a spreadsheet and wondering where do I even begin, this video is for you. Welcome to today's episode. This is part one of a practical series on rebuilding financial confidence after loss, divorce, separation, or any major life transition where you suddenly find yourself managing the financial picture on your own. Before we take a look at a single number, let's be completely honest with each other. This moment isn't actually about math. If it were just about numbers, you could use a calculator and the anxiety would vanish. This is about the heavy pressure of carrying a solo safety net. It's the fear of clicking the wrong button, signing the wrong form, or making an irreversible mistake. If your chest feels tight when you open your banking app, please take a deep breath. That doesn't mean you're bad with money. It means you're experiencing a massive life transition under incredibly high stakes. The overwhelm isn't proof of incompetence, it's just proof that you care. When there's too much noise, our brains usually default to one of two survival modes: hyperaction, where you try to fix your entire financial life by Friday night, or avoidance, where you shove the bank statement into a literal drawer and pretend they don't exist. Neither one works. Today we are choosing a third option: finding your flow. What does finding your flow mean? At this stage, your job is not to optimize your investments, cut back your spending, or project your retirement. Your only job right now is to steady the ground beneath you. We aren't creating a 5 year plan today. We are just turning on the lights in a dim room so you stop tripping over the furniture. To do that, you only need to identify three basic things. The first one, the inflow. What money actually hits your bank this month? You focus strictly on what's arriving right now, not what might arrive next year or what used to come before. For someone experiencing or navigating a loss, this might be a survivor benefit, a pension, or a life insurance proceed. If you're navigating a divorce or separation, this might be spousal support, child support, or just solo employment income. The second is the essentials. What are the absolute non negotiables required to keep your physical world safe? We are talking about mortgage or rent, electricity, groceries, and basic insurance. Everything else can wait. And third, the landscape. Where does the money live? Literally, just write down the names of the banks and institutions where you hold accounts, credit cards, loans, investments, and insurance policies. Even if you don't know the exact balances yet, listing the institutions is a massive win. You're not budgeting yet, you're just removing the mystery. Right now, big decisions might feel incredibly urgent. You might be asking yourself, should I sell the house? Should I invest the settlement money immediately? Should I move? You do not need to rush. In times of transition, clarity protects you far more than speed does. When a banker, an ex spouse, or even a well meaning relative tries to push you into quick decisions, having a clear view of your immediate reality allows you to use a phrase, and I want you to memorize this phrase. You can look at them in the eye and say, I am not making any permanent changes right now. I'm pausing until I have the full picture. The financial industry loves to talk about growth, optimizing, and maximizing return. But right now, your goal is stability. If letting your funds sit in a boring, low interest checking account for the next 6 months makes you feel safe enough to sleep through the night, then that is what you need to do. It is so easy to look at this new chapter and feel like you have been knocked back to the starting line. But that is an illusion. You are not starting from zero after a loss. You're carrying forward a shared life and learning how to anchor it. And you're not starting from zero after a divorce or a separation. You're stepping into a version of independence that is entirely your own. This is not a restart, it's a rebuild. A strong foundation deserves patience, not pressure. Your action step for today is simple. Grab a piece of paper, write down the three headers: inflows, essential, and landscape. Fill in what you know off the top of your head. Don't log into your accounts if it makes you uncomfortable. Just write down what's in your brain. Thank you for listening. If this episode helped you, save it and come back to it when you need a calmer place to start. And remember, big life transitions do not require perfect financial decisions overnight. They require steady next steps. Take it one day at a time. You've got this, and I'll see you in the next video.